Hey everybody, it is Ash Wednesday, the beginning of Lent, the holy season that leads us to Easter. Lent is 40 days minus the Sundays. Sundays are feast days. But it's the 40 days that we recall the 40 days Jesus spent in the desert, confronting Satan's temptations and overcoming them. And he was ministered to by the angels. And the desert is sort of like this dry, desolate place. Jesus doesn't have the comforts of home, and he's fasting. And so we too fast during Lent. And we try to use this season to overcome our own temptations as best we can. And we do that by praying for strength, praying for forgiveness, receiving the sacrament of reconciliation, you know. And of course, prayer, fasting, and almsgiving. Those are the three things we often refer to during Lent: prayer, fasting, and almsgiving. Prayer, we might enhance our spiritual life by praying a little bit more than usual. Maybe we say a rosary every day, or at least a decade of the rosary, or join a Bible study, or just spend some time with the scriptures. Just ways of enhancing our relationship with God through prayer. Almsgiving is giving to the less fortunate. And that may be giving money to the poor, but it's more than that. It may be, reaching out, making a phone call to someone in a nursing home who's lonely, or that person's kind of boring, that people don't always like to talk to. Maybe you kind of reach out and make a phone call to them, see how they're doing. We talk about giving of our time, talent, and treasure. Those three things. It's not just our money, it's our time, our talent, and our treasure as well. And there are ways we can do that during Lent. And then, of course, there's fasting. Fasting is when we make a small sacrifice that we offer up to God as a prayer. It's a way of disciplining ourselves, making sure we're putting God first. But I like to think of it as a prayer with our body that we can offer to God, and He can use that to alleviate the suffering of another person. Certainly on Ash Wednesday and Good Friday, the recommendation is no meat, and to eat less than 2 meals, maybe one regular meal, and then 2 smaller meals that don't quite add up to a full meal. Certainly the tradition of giving things up for Lent. Some people give up ice cream or chocolate or pizza or their favorite television show or something like that. But understand, it's about making a small sacrifice, Don't try to bite off more than you can chew. It may be as simple as one less cup of coffee a day, or maybe a little less sugar in our coffee. It seems so small, but again, you know, if we can't be trusted with smaller things, how can we ever do bigger things? And if we prove ourselves trustworthy in small things, God will trust us with bigger things. Um, Please remember, don't try to do something extreme that's gonna do harm. If you have dietary restrictions and you're not able to fast with food, please follow your doctor's orders. Don't do harm to yourself. If you're not able to fast with food, fast in another way. Maybe taking a lukewarm shower instead of a hot shower, or give up your favorite television show, or give up social media for a few days, something like that. Okay? And it's all about offering a prayer to God, making a small sacrifice and offering that to God. So I wish you all a very happy and blessed Lenten season, and hopefully this will be a time where you grow closer to Christ as Easter approaches. God bless.